Welcome back. And today on the Hire Me podcast, I have with me Kalee Wood. Let's jump right into learning how Kalee could be your next great hire and professional connection. Welcome to the podcast, Kalee, and tell us about yourself.
Well, hi, Chris. Thank you. I'm a woman who gets lighted up about lifting up teams and their performance. And it may sound odd, but I really learned my love of teams and the team dynamic running track. So I'm someone who played a different sport every season. And now I play the same sport every season. I'm a little obsessed with tennis, but back to the story. So yeah, like even when I had some success in individual events, it just wasn't very satisfying on your own. It was so much better to win as a team. And I learned that I literally ran faster with a team because my relay times were always faster than the open events. And so with that, I can do this. I'll say I can do the same thing for your teams. I can get them delivering faster. I have a track record of success. So in fact, I can guarantee that I can get your teams delivering faster and doing it with more satisfaction and often with more ease as well.
So that's amazing. I love hearing that story. I'm very much a team person myself. I played, a lot of team sports, hockey, water polo, all of those things, and that's incredible. So, what type of roles are you looking for beyond, getting teams to be more efficient and productive?
Yeah, I really love product team leadership, and I've spent the last decade in software development. So I'm very grateful to Sprint Corporation because they gave me my first opportunity in IT. I'd worked in international logistics before and really learned a lot about myself there, like how I'm a process improvement guru and a super user of systems, things I did not know about myself before. But so when Sprint gave me that opportunity, I was really focused on project work. But as I've gotten more experience and learned more and more about agility, I've been really drawn over from project to product teams. And a big reason for that is because I feel like there's more room for empowerment and problem solving and also experimentation. Let's try new things. So I've held a variety of roles where I've helped lead product teams to success. I've held the title Scrum Master, delivery lead. I've filled the product owner gap multiple times, though never officially held that title. And then most recently, Agile coach. So any position where I have product team leadership is a great fit for me.
That's incredible. And I love the ability to kind of think on your feet, right? Like you're able to really help propel individuals and teams forward and moving into that product space. So in doing all of this work and all of your experience, what is it about that work that you love doing?
Yeah, so, if you think about it, we spend most of our waking hours at work. And they're saying like 80% of employees are super stressed. So I love that my job is to make people's work lives less stressful and more satisfying, not only for my coworkers, but also for the customers. I'm really, even though right now maybe I'm talking a lot about the soft skills, I'm very much a results-driven person who cares about that impact to the customer as well and that business bottom line result. So that's why I really enjoy that I get to make where we spend most of our time and where we often find purpose, that I get to make that more enjoyable and satisfying.
That's really cool. I mean, it's important, I think, individually for all of us to find more purpose and passion in the work that we do. So that's really great that you're able to do that. And because of the work that you do in product and projects and all of these things, you've experienced so many different types of leadership, so many different cultures, not just organizational cultures, but team cultures. So which are the ones that you found help you thrive?
Absolutely. So I'll say it this way, like what gives me the ick versus what makes me like eek excited. So like the ick is that command and control culture where people aren't trusted and people feel scared. I mean, we've got brilliant people out there. Let them put their minds to work. Now, what gives me the like eek? Like, so like the first E would be that empowerment that I mentioned. Like, yeah, like let people do the thing, let them solve problems versus just giving them marching orders. My second E and my eek is going to be like experiment. I actually have my own personal model to help ease teams into trying new things and change. I call it try, talk, tweak. And it really helps teams understand that any change they decide to make together, back to that empowerment, it's not permanent. We're going to try something, we're going to talk about it, see what we like, disregard what we don't, on the new for continuous improvement. And then for that K, it's just kindness. Like, we're all humans. Let's treat each other well. And all our work days are going to be better when we come with that attitude, that positivity. So I guess it's really important to me to make the work life more enjoyable and effective. And just one other thing, I grew up in a rural community, and I'm reminded of the 4-H motto. And that motto is to make the best better. So that's what I feel like I get to do. I work with all these talented engineers and product and research minds, and we get to make the best better.
I absolutely love that, and I love your little EEK acronym there, and I might have to borrow that from here from time to time. And
I try to be a little creative.
Yeah, I can see that creativity really popping out, and I love it. So, as you're having conversations with hiring managers and hiring teams and organizations, they really want to know, like, well, we have these issues in our department or on our team or on our product, and they want to know how can you solve that for them? So how would you answer them?
Yeah. So I'd say team performance doesn't just happen on its own. It has to be nurtured, fostered, protected. And so however, like I mentioned before, I guarantee I can make team performance happen. I've done it time and time again. And part of the reason is I'm able to quickly come in and hear a team out and to understand what they need, get those quick wins, and then also see the things that they're not seeing. And with that, come with proposals and together come up with an action plan and actually execute that plan. So that's something I'm very strong at. And then something I've learned over the years that I have a natural knack for is visualization so making your pain points visual so that we have a common understanding of what we needed to work on together, making the progress so we can celebrate our wins. I had a third thing there that I feel like I just lost. Oh, and workflows. I'm very good at like imagining new ways of working that don't currently exist and turning that vision into reality.
That's awesome. Again, it's really important for that visualization and that workflow piece element, because it makes the problems that you're solving very tangible, right? For organizations and their leaders to be able to actually say, hey, this is an actual difference I made versus this is the work that I've done, right?
Yeah, we
And so I
humans
think,
are such visual creatures.
yeah,
And also, like, you want the matrix, you want to actually measure that it happens. So it helps you
yeah.
do both.
Exactly. Well, as we're wrapping up, ultimately at the end of the day, what really matters to you?
Yeah. So improving lives and empowering people. That is what I have realized I'm on this planet to do. And so I'll sum it up in one sentence: making awesome people and awesome products more awesome.
I absolutely love that. That resonates with me personally quite a bit. So very glad to be able to meet you and learn more about all of the work that you're doing and that you've done. So again, thank you, Kalee, for coming on the Hire Me podcast. It was great to learn more about you and your role, the roles that you've had and the skills that you bring to the table for your next organization. If you're watching or listening, make sure you're connecting with Kalee here through the links in the description and show notes. And as always, subscribe, follow, and like all of our content here on the Hire Me podcast so we can continue elevating more of today's top talents. Take care.
Thank you.